This is a training center for people who are planning to serve internationally in places like Africa, Latin America, Southeast Asia. And students are here learning all kinds of things, but one of the main things they're learning is about sustainable tropical agriculture and how they can make a difference around the world fighting poverty and malnutrition through sustainable agriculture. We have a large collection here of all kinds of edible plants, and we also showcase different strategies and techniques that work well for small farmers in the tropics so that they can improve their lives. For tropical locations, we focus on tropical crops as much as possible. K-tuk, this plant, is an example of a very nutritious shrub that lives for many years, and the leaves are a really nice green. In this plant, you can eat them raw, and they're pretty good like that, but really the deal is to cook these, and you just strip these leaves off and they can go right into food. This is already popular in Southeast Asia, but hasn't really met its potential in Latin America or Africa. It's a plant with huge potential because you plant once and it's there for 30 years, and it's a big wall of green, really good tasting, nutritious greens. And in the tropics, it'll produce all year round, and the leaves are extremely nutritious, much more so than any of the annual leafy greens. This is like a superfood kind of thing. And then another one that we're going to look at here is chaya, which is also called tree spinach. That one comes from Southeast Asia. This one comes from the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, and also in all the historic Mayan areas of Belize and Guatemala is where this is from, and why some people call it Mayan spinach. But this one is a cooked leafy green. It does have some mild toxicity that is removed through high heat cooking for 5 or 10 minutes. And just a delicious spinach alternative that, again, grows on a tree. You can basically plant these things and walk away from them, and they're always there. And they're both year-round sources of nutritious greens. These are the kind of things that, like at an orphanage or a school where there's high percentages of malnutrition, can really reverse the course of a child's life, or any person that's missing things like iron and vitamin A and calcium and protein and all those things that come through these dark leafy greens. So another plant that people may want to implement in a nutrition garden in a situation where there's malnourished people is papaya. And it's already all around the world, all through the tropics. It's one of the most common fruits, but I still feel that it's underutilized because people tend to just let it grow kind of really tall, and then they get unproductive. The real thing to do is to be very intentional about planting them every year, and then you get this kind of result. From the first 9 to, let's say, 18 months or 24 months is when you get this really, really productive window and all the fruit's right here. Also, what's great is that it can be used in several different ways. So when the fruit is green like this, it can be shredded up into like a salad. It's a great replacement for cabbage or even lettuce. We shred into salads. You can cook it. It's kind of like a squash. Then it becomes a little more ripe. You get this, and it's kind of like a carrot stick, which is really nice because carrots are kind of hard to grow in the humid tropics. And then lastly, you get this nice, delicious fruit. And this is really good. I know of an orphanage that one of the items they use in their rehabilitation program for malnourished kids is ripe papaya, because it's got a lot of really good vitamins and minerals and other nourishing qualities like good enzymes for the stomach. On top of all that, the leaves, there's research showing the leaves can be used as a malaria prophylactic. And then also the seeds can be ground up and taken as a medicine for intestinal parasites. There's no other fruit tree that I know of that can really do that in that amount of time. You have a vegetable, you have a fruit, and you have medicine. So it's just amazing. Thanks for checking out the Heart Village, and also a big thank you to Baker Creek. We've been using their seeds for a lot of years, and they offer a lot of really special, unique varieties. Some of them are very well adapted to all different parts of the country. So big props to them for continuing to do that work, and thanks for watching.